Hello and welcome to this video on standard form. So I'm going to do 3 videos on this topic. In this first one we're going to look at converting between standard form and ordinary numbers. So what is standard form? Well, it's a way of writing numbers which can be particularly useful. So it's a standard way of writing numbers, where it's particularly useful for working with very large or very small numbers. So scientists often use it because they're obviously measuring things that are very large or very small. So it's based on using powers of 10 to express how big or small a number can be. And it's usually written in this form. So it's written in the form a times 10 to the power n. So a is going to be a number, and the n would be a power there. And one really important thing about a, for it to be written in standard form, it's got to be greater than or equal to 1, but less than 10. So it's anything from 1 up to, but not including 10. So basically 1 up to 9.9999999, essentially. Okay, let's have a look at some questions then relating to this. So first question then, we've got this number written in standard form. So this is 1.2 times 10 to the power 10. So what I'd like you to do is pause your video, see if you can figure out what it would be as an ordinary number. So let's have a little look at them. So what I would always do is I would write down this 1.2 and I'd write a few zeros on the end. So we've got a power of 5, so let's just put 6 zeros on the end. Then all you've got to do is move your decimal point 5 times. 4, 5, so it's now there. So you can see we've now got 120,000 there. Another way of looking at this, if you consider that you've got a power of 5, well, the first digit is that 1 there. You're then going to have 5 digits after it. And you can see we've got the 1 followed by the 2 and then the 4 zeros. So that's another way of trying to figure it out. Okay, let's have a look at another one. So here's your next one. So again, pause your video, have a go. Right, so with this one then, so I'd write that 9516 out, pop a few zeros on the end, and again we're going to be moving the 0 between, it's in between that 9 and the 5 so far, and we're going to be moving it 6 times to there. Okay, so we will end up with 9,516,000 for this one, and you can see that after that 9 you've got 6 digits. And you've got a power of 6 there, so that's another way of trying to figure it out. Right, slightly trickier example now because you've got a negative power here, so see if you can have a go first yourself and then I'll explain the implications of that. So when you've got a negative power like this, what this means is if you write your 3.61, it means your decimal point is going to the left. So anything that's got a negative power is going to be any number that's less than 1, essentially. So you write your zeros this time on the left-hand side of your number, so just before your first digit. And then what we're going to do is move that decimal point 3 times to the left. So as you can see, we've now got 0.00361. Okay, and a way that you can look at this, you've got your power 3 there. Well, if you have a look, your decimal point, you're going to have, it's going to be the 3rd digit after your decimal point when you get that first 3, when you get that 3 just there. Okay, so your 3rd digit is going to be 3. If you consider it that way as well. Okay. Here is your next one then. So once again, pause your video, have a go. Okay, so first of all, and we're going to pop those zeros at the start again, and we're going to go 5 times to the left. So we've got once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. So as you can see, we've got now 4 zeros before our 5, and we've got the number 0.000512. So very, very small number. Very, very small number here. And we can see, if we look, we've got a -5 as the power, and we've got the 5th digit there as that 5. Okay, so now we're going to have a look at doing this the other way. So we're going from an ordinary number to standard form now. So pause your video, have a go first. Okay, so we've got this number here. So 5,600,000. So if we have a look at our digits, well, we've got this 5 and 6 here. Everything else is a 0. So remember, the first part of your standard form number has got to be less than 10. So we're going to write 5.6. And then to work out our power, we've got to work out how many times we've got to move the decimal point. So for 5.6, it would be there. We're going once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. So we've got a power of 6 just there. You can also just count the number of digits after the 5 there. That will also tell you your power. So we've got 5.6 times 10 to the power 6 for this one. So final example then, we've got a number that's less than 1, so pause your video and have a go. Okay, so here then we've got 0.0065. If we look at our digits, we've only got these 2 digits that aren't 0. So that tells us it's got to be 6.5. So then we're moving our decimal point once, twice, 3 times. So it's now here. So that's going to be times 10 to the power of -3. Remember, anything that's less than 1 is going to be a negative power. And that is it for this video. I will be doing 2 more videos around how to do calculations with standard form. So I'm going to do one on addition and subtraction, then I will do one on multiplication and division. So thanks very much for listening to this one. Hit subscribe and you'll see loads more useful revision videos coming your way. Bye bye.